I have been playing Minecraft for a lot of years now, and every time I started a fresh new world, I could notice a new pattern. Every time I started, I'd feel like I was going through this type of pattern. And after investigating for a little while on it, I was writing it down, sketching it out. I I may or may not have just found a little cool pattern of satisfaction. I call this the satisfaction of Minecraft. Enjoy. So as you can see, this is the type of sketch I was talking about. I know it's poorly made, but I will explain it as I go on. It has a lot to explain, so do get ready for it. And yeah, let's just get right into it, shall we? The very start is pretty simple. It's where you start basically just grinding for stone equipment, and usually you start also searching for a good place to live on. Now, this is where the interesting part comes in. This is by far the most popular part in the game, and that is grinding for iron loot and mining in general. This part, the player either searches for a cave or builds a little shack and digs straight down to get iron. It's also where the most deaths really happen. Then comes in the stationary part. There's not a lot special about this part. It's just you expanding that little man-made cave or exploring in that cave you found for more diamonds. Typically the part where most people have a full iron set, and it is where you find diamonds unless you're very unlucky and start planning what to do with them. Most people use the diamonds to make a diamond pickaxe and basically just start collecting obsidian for another portal. Now if you've made it this far, please take 5 or even 10 seconds of your time to join my Discord server, as it is where I will be announcing everything related to this channel and just making announcements in general. Also, please consider subscribing, since these videos really do take a long time to make. Now, satisfaction increases when the player actually goes to the nether, but it really does not get higher here. Most of the time, the player usually dies and loses everything, so it kind of drops here. Another stationary line for the same reason. Player grinds for new materials and starts getting ready to go again. But I can safely say we don't immediately go back there. Not after a huge failure. Instead, people tend to focus on other stuff, more like the base or food. Although I'm mainly focusing on single player, I decided to include this part too. Now this is the part where war usually happens with other people. Sometimes it either increases the satisfaction rate for some players, but most of the time it causes a devastation to both sides. Heck, sometimes it gets so freaking bad, people fully abandon that world. Moving on to the part where all players should have already gotten to the nether or are getting to the nether. The ones who are actually prepared will do good on the second time and will get the resources they need, increasing the satisfaction rate. Here comes another stationary part. We all should be familiar with this part. Player grinds for an item they need. Oh boy, this is the most exciting part of Minecraft. This is the part where Minecraft just hits the highest satisfaction rate. After this part, it really is downhill from here. But it's not that bad. You still get a ton to do. So what is this part I'm talking about? This part is basically the end of Minecraft. It is called the end. And it's where you kill the Ender Dragon. Also, if you've actually made it this far, then a huge well done. Most of the time, worlds don't really make it to that far, and it just kind of goes. So yeah, going back to satisfaction rate, it kind of just goes back to zigzags. It really just depends on what your creativity is like. It remains like in this zigzag thingy until a new update comes out, and that's when you start messing around with the new stuff, and then go back to that paradox of zigzags. Oh, that's horrifying. This was an oversimplified way of explaining it. I have decided to ask some people on Reddit and other social medias, basically Reddit Discord and other places what were their favorite parts of Minecraft are. So first I went on Reddit. First person we got here is a user by the name of I'm not even gonna bother trying to spell his name. I'm just not gonna do that. Slaughtering the innocent children they forced villagers to make. Oh boy, that's just cruel, but I can safely say that is very very fun. I have dedicated a creative world to doing that. Just full on netherite, full on enchantments, the screams. It's so interesting for some reasons. It really is interesting. And then going on to another user by the name of ButterMeBuns69. Haha, nice number, I like. Watching the sun set as that beautiful soundtrack swells. I mean, I think everyone has already done that. We all have done that multiple times, especially in survival. It's really beautiful, and I feel like it's even better without shaders. I don't know why, I just prefer it more without shaders. Next user, Dave G, capital G here. The entire early game, the process of getting started, establishing your little base, exploring the seed for the first time. Once you get an elytra, the game really starts, but everything before is what I love the most. Now this is the biggest reason why everyone restarts the worlds. That feeling of progress is just insane, man. I always get new survival worlds just for this one reason. The early game is so freaking fun. I know, it's just the progress, man. And now moving on to Discord, I got a lot of replies. So to really sum it up, here is what they had to say. All of Minecraft itself, the game, the sunsets, the fun with friends and grinding. That's pretty cool, I have to admit. And you know what I noticed through all of this? Mojang succeeded. They succeeded in making a game for everyone. Everyone found a way to enjoy the game. From killing innocent children to watching the beautiful blocky sunsets.